Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from OshayDukeJackson.
So you only like me because I'm black?
No, because I love you, because I love you.
No, but they saying all Filipinos like black men.
No, oh, look at my parents.
The other day, I got a really interesting message on WhatsApp. And there was a link to a video that this particular person wanted me to watch.
Man, I just got back from the gym. Appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you. Mwah. So I got some fiber right here with some chicken and mashed potatoes. We finna eat this shit. I'm actually gonna be able to do like 250 grams of protein a day. This is our meal right now. So the next 2 hours I'm gonna eat again, and then we just gonna go to sleep. We'll wake around like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna do the same shit again, man. Probably gonna hit some weird else. So we'll get back to it. Let's get it.
So we have a very beautiful Filipino woman that's with this black man, and he's talking about his diet, and obviously the video is positioned to show that she has prepared the food for this man. Also, it doesn't hurt that the lady is very attractive.
Damn right.
And so what do we get from this particular video? You have a very attractive Filipino woman that, despite her attractiveness, it doesn't matter that she looks good, even though she could be somewhere else. It doesn't matter. It doesn't absolve her responsibility to cook for her man, even though her man happens to be black. She's beautiful, she's feminine, and she's willing to.
I don't think it matters. It's just Asian women, especially a little more traditional, are just raised to take care of your man. Whatever man you choose, you take care of.
Put in the domestic work. That looks like somebody who, number one, wants to be in a relationship, and number two, is trying. Correct. So when black men see this particular video, many of them go, Then right after this, I happen to get another video.
Before you lay down with a man, make sure he has spent money on you, paid some of your bills, taken you shopping, paid some of the credit card debts off, paid some of that, the car notes off, or whatever. Make sure he is investing in you towards whatever it is that he's trying to use you for. Okay? Don't go on promises, go on actions, because some of y'all be giving it up for a damn promise and y'all are done.
So this is Shira 7. This is a black lady, obviously, one of the most popular female dating coaches and gurus. And she's telling a woman what a man needs to do for them. Okay? Now, Shira 7 in her own right is very attractive. And of course, an attractive or unattractive woman could feel this way about themselves. But what I can see in this situation is a complete dichotomy, if you will. Again, I don't know the full.
You don't see too many Asian women out there spewing what Shira 7 spews, but you do see Asian women still very feminized, or feminismed, or whatever you call that.
Full story about the relationship of the first couple, but I can tell that the lady is attractive. In the second video, there are the demands of what you need to do just before you go to bed with the lady. She's telling all ladies, make a man invest in you before you go to bed with him. Make him do all these things. Make him clear your credit card debt and all of that. And hey, listen, if somebody wants to agree with that, I'm not here to disapprove of that message. But what I am here to talk about is dating economics in the marketplace and how men are really looking at this. If you look at the first lady, okay, she's a Filipino lady. She could be in the Philippines. She could be in America.
True.
But the results is this. But if you're a man and you want a long-term relationship, you may not.
I believe this is America because the outlets are American outlets. They're not the Asian outlets. That's kind of how I know.
Not mind paying for a situation like that. If the woman is super attractive, great looking, submissive, and is trying to be in the relationship, you can justify spending the money.
You can.
That style of relationship is in the man. Women who operate like this woman will always have a man, especially if they can keep themselves up. almost 100% of the time, they
Agreed.
will always have somebody or be in a long-term relationship.
Remember, Asian don't raisin.
The woman
But there's also the black don't crack. So both of us stay young.
that Shira 7 is,
That's why I always think the Malaysian mix is a very good mix. Just like visually, I see a lot of Malaysian women. They look good. And, you know, Malaysian men, we got Tiger Woods is the only one I know.
is describing will have a harder time being in a relationship. Not because it's not possible, but the market dynamics do not allow it. This is not the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s where men really value taking care of women with no reciprocity.
Yeah.
Those days are sort of gone. In today's world, what men are looking for is, hey, listen, I don't mind investing, but what am I going to get in return? In other words, what do you bring to the table? And this brings me to the whole situation of why a lot of black men are going to all these places but the Philippines, especially men from the black community. Men from the black community who are typically not attracted to smaller framed women, men who grew up in a community where women tend to be a little bit more voluptuous on average, top heavy on average, more.
This is very true. Black women are a lot more voluptuous than Asian women. Asian women, a lot of them are, you know, surfboards. A good amount of them. I'm not trying to hate on my own women or anything, but they just don't have the same asset class as black women do. Does that make sense?
Bottom heavy on average, okay, and bigger women on average, then why would they seek out women who typically are the exact opposite of what they grow up liking?
Because of exactly what I always say. It doesn't matter about that stuff. Is it, do you like me? Do you reciprocate? And are you pleasant? All that other stuff, whatever. As long as I can get that, and it's hard to get that in the United States.
This is a very interesting thing because you see so many black men in Thailand, you see so many black men in the Philippines, and then you get some, I think sometimes exaggeration when men start to focus on videos like this.
Start from number 1, reasons why Filipina love black men. So number 1, black men are so handsome. That's right, black men are so handsome. Number 2, chocolate men are very strong. Filipina love it when our men can protect us from any possible harm and danger.
I mean, the structure of Filipino men and black men are quite different from each other, yes.
Number 3, their world is so big. Many Filipinas love big world.
And then
Number 4, 5, and 6, chocolate men are caring, loving, and romantic. And many chocolates men mama told them, boy, you better treat your woman the way your papa treat your mama with respect.
but wait,
Number 7, chocolate men have an amazing smile. They have the best smile ever. Number 8 and 9, chocolate men are funny and talented. But to be honest with you,
I mean, again, this is just a description of most good men, but...
my friend, Filipino men and chocolate men are the same.
so this situation of I'm feeling valued as a black man someplace else, someone wants me, these are the things that my women in my community don't really feel like praising me on because maybe I don't make enough money, maybe I'm not tall enough, but I'm hearing it from these different groups of women. And of course, somebody could always say, well, listen, these women just want you for your money. Look, women want you for
Some
your
do.
money anywhere.
Yeah. I was gonna say, O'Shea got it. All of the women want your money somehow, some way.
But nobody really cares about that because what you're looking for as a man is return on investment. Most men don't care if they were the first choice or the 13th choice. What they care is, are my needs getting met? And is the
ROI.
woman worth the money that I'm spending? That's all it is. Or my time that I'm investing. And so what ends up happening over time is men just start to assess their options. Like
Yes.
what you're seeing right now in the whole dating market, men not going to brunches, men getting tired of Tinder dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, men have just checked out of the dating market in mass now, and you see a lot of women making videos. Why there's so many nonchalant men? Where are all the good men at? Why don't men show up to events anymore?
When it really comes down to it, and this is not all American women, but it comes down to the point that American women, for many men, especially in the black community, the return on investment is just not there. Even if you're a guy that has a lot of money.
It's not even a return on investment. It becomes debt, and then now you're paying interest on the debt.
You make a lot of money. It's going to be very difficult for you to find a woman that may be submissive to you, would like to be a home caretaker, or do domestic things for you. It's kind of out of the ordinary, and it's unreasonable to accept that. So what happens is that men start to try to figure out where they can get those things. If I can't get it in the United States, it'll be fine, as long as I can get it somewhere. I'll tell you that a lot of guys are willing to even do this. A lot of men are willing to have a lady overseas. They can come and see 2 months out of the year. That means they're not with the woman 10 months out of the year, and they could be okay with the woman cheating on them, some of them, for 10 months. They will send money overseas every month.
True.
So when they come overseas, they will have that experience, because to them, having a woman 2 months out of the year physically is better than dealing with the drama of somebody in the States every day.
Woo!
Now, I'm not saying that a woman will be a dramatic person for you every day in the States. I'm not saying that, but that's how most guys are going to look at it, okay? And
It's again, I don't think it's like, oh, men trying to trick, prostitute. No, it's value for money, time, and effort. The equation has to make sense.
then what makes it worse is when, you see the social media and you hear an interview like this.
What's the cheapest date would still impress you?
Oh, date. I'd say cafe date or coffee dates, or we can go eat street food. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Damn right.
How much
I love street food. Street food. When I went with the La Plaza and all we ate was street food and local food, it's just better and cheaper. Why go to the tourist areas and eat their food? Because they're going to charge you tourist prices. You go to these countries to pay these countries' prices. Eat locally.
do you think it would cost if you go on a street food date?
Like
Like $2?
street food, if it comes to street food, I think like 300 or 500
Oh, okay,
pesos.
$10.
Yeah,
My
for
bad.
both of us.
In Cambodia, it'd probably be like $2. Like $4.
What's the most romantic thing a guy can do without spending money?
Cook for me, I guess.
And what would it be?
Like a simple date at home, or we can cook together like pasta or chicken.
Pasta, like spaghetti?
How do I get me one of these models here? I need me one of these Filipino models. Like I've dealt with a lot of Vietnamese models and Cambodian models. My dad wants me to get a Cambodian model, but Filipino models, pretty good.
Like-
pretty good.
Yeah, like carbonara and like more protein, because I need more protein.
Now, of course, this is not going to be all Filipino women, but you have a very beautiful lady that
Young.
says, listen, I would love a date for $10. I would love to cook pasta at my house with a man that I would love to enjoy his time with. And there are so many men who are going to live and die and not have that experience from a
True.
woman in America that's fairly good looking, that's fairly attractive, that really wants to be with him without
They can't even get that with the ugly ones, the non-attractive ones, let alone trying to get an attractive one to do that.
excessive demands or going broke or doing these other things. And ultimately, what's going to happen for a lot of women is that things are going to change, not in the favor of ladies,
Nope.
but things are changing right now around the world. You're already seeing that a lot of these dating mixers, men are not interested in going.
Nope.
Why would they go? Men are losing hope in these kind of dating mixers and things like that. So there's nothing popping off there. And ultimately, when there is no demand to really take care of women full time for all of the things a woman wants, then ultimately what happens is the market starts to crash. And when the market really crashes, that's when everything starts to go crazy. And I don't want to talk about it here on YouTube, but imagine what you can think when something crashes. The price is not what it once was, okay? And that means you already got men that don't want to get married, that don't want to live with women, and it forces men who want those relationships to go somewhere else. Instead of dealing with a person that doesn't have any demand, and I'm going to talk about this very nicely, right? But a lot of women have a seller's market mentality. A seller's market mentality can only exist if the seller has two conditions. Number one, low supply. If you are a woman and you demand that a man pay everything for you and that a man is doing this and that to get you, well, then the first thing that must be true is that you as a gender, as a species, typically must be in low supply. For an example, if you're a very beautiful lady and you live in Alaska, a lot of men are in Alaska. It's like 70% men, 30% women. And if a man wants to get married in Alaska, and if he wants that access, he needs to pay, because in Alaska, there are just not many women, right?
Good looking.
Or two, your demand is exceptionally high. That means you're like Amber Rose in the 2000s, Kim Kardashian in the 2000s. That means that you are so beautiful. You are so out of this world. Like Brittany Renner 10 years ago, Lori Harvey right now, or it's a few years ago, that men are willing to do anything to obtain you, like a pair of new Michael Jordan shoes, new Air Jordans, right? Your demand is that high. Sometimes people get shot over Jordans.
Jeez.
That's how high your demand is.
True.
But if you fit neither criteria of a high demand or a low supply, you have a hard time establishing yourself as a person that needs to possess a seller's market mentality, okay? And a lot of women have seller's market mentalities when the demand is just not there. Now, the demand to maybe clap your cheeks is there,
always,
but to get married, that demand ain't there.
Hey, I seen the bitch say some like was easy. Yeah, easy till you had trying to find a husband.
Yeah.
Shit get complicated then.
Woo! Secondarily, men are in a buyer's market world right now, which means that if you're successful enough, even middle of the pack as a guy, you can forego somebody with a seller's market mentality. You just can afford to do it now. You have a lot of opportunities and options. Like when I was coming up in the 90s.
And this is why we say men should build themselves up. Someone commented saying like, oh yeah, women are going to still treat you like trash. Does that mean you shouldn't build yourself up, live a good life, and be like, and travel and do the things you want? Right. So you can be the buyer's market. So you can be the person that picks and chooses, and all the women that come along. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the good one comes. Shoo along. That's the power of when you become successful. You don't become successful to get women. You become successful so you can reject women.
Many men did not have the options that men have today. In the 90s, it was, you dated somebody that lived in your neighborhood.
True.
That went to your church. Women had almost no problem getting married 3 and 4 times with kids. Those days are almost over, right? The internet has changed almost everything for guys. Economies are more robust. You can earn money online. I'm literally in Africa as I'm filming this video right now.
Yep.
So yeah, times have changed tremendously, leading to more opportunities in the market. So what most men can do and are doing is they're just refusing to put up with somebody, a seller's market mentality. 10 years ago, if a chick says something like that, or I demand $300,000, a lot of dudes might get on there and just kind of like check you. Now it kind of just falls on deaf ears, and a lot of dudes can just ignore it because they know they can just go and get it someplace else, which leaves a lot of women with entitlement displaced. And that's the best teacher. And it goes back to
and this is why I said what I said. Like when we did the other video with Britt Cooper being all mad that men are just like dogpiling and not, dating anymore. No, we are waiting for women to correct themselves. We said it. Come correct or don't come at all.
The Filipino style women are these other women, kind of overseas, because ultimately they have figured out this.
Men don't go overseas because of looks, because there are beautiful women everywhere.
Correct.
They go because of the energy. Overseas women are more feminine, more intentional, and they actually show appreciation. Men want to
Like, they complain about the nonchalantness, but women never show appreciation. Isn't that nonchalant? Trying to be nonchalant about things? Women are the ones that are like the key players of being nonchalant.
feel valued. They want to feel wanted. And unfortunately, that's something they can't always get here.
And, this is the whole thing that foreign women tend to have over American women. And again, you can get entitlement here. You'll face all the same problems. But a man feeling like a man, feeling appreciated for what he's trying to do, that really helps. And a man can take a lot of shit.
He can.
Like a woman asking for money, a woman doing some stuff behind your back that you don't want to find out. And a lot of guys won't admit that, but it happens. If he feels appreciated, a man can literally run through a brick wall for a woman who appreciates his efforts.
Yep.
Now,
I
if you're a
agree with
woman with a seller's market mentality that does not appreciate men at all, you're going to have a hard time going as life continues and matriculates down. And again, I keep seeing these matchups and these black men are wanting to go these different places. And
tell you guys the truth, me being Asian, and I don't hate on it. I think everybody deserves a good woman. Doesn't matter what race or creed she is that you happen to find. If she's good, reciprocates, and loves you back, more power to you, brothers.
A lot of this is because, they like lighter skinned women, or they like this and that. And again, like I told you guys.
No, we always just said it. Looks is not the key factor. Of course, you have to be attractive, but it's the being nice, the reciprocating, the putting effort in. It's just something we don't experience much here.
Guys already. A lot of these women are not even the body type frame that black men are even historically attracted to.
True.
That has not a lot to do with it all. What it does have to do with is, okay, as long as they're decent enough and the relationship goes smooth or smoother than what I've been experiencing, and then if I can afford it financially where I'm not struggling and I'm getting what I need from the relationship, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
If I can afford it financially, if I can afford it emotionally, and I'm getting something from it, like literally I have a buddy, his girlfriend, our fiance, cooks like twice a day. Like she gets up before she goes to work. She comes in, she cooks, makes his food. I mean, he has a really good business. He lives here in Africa, and she's a good looking girl. Like if she was in the States, definitely 8 or 9-ish for sure.
Okay.
She's in that
Solid.
range. Okay. And she's just happy to be with him. And just and things are just going straight. And again, if American women are not going to do that, a lot of these other women in the black community are going to have to understand. These women are going to do that. And you can say, well, that's fine. I don't need them kind of dudes. No way. You can say that and it won't matter. It just won't matter.
Doesn't.
Because ultimately, when you're like 40, 50, 60, and you don't have anybody to look out for you, or you don't have many folks invested in the rest of your life, that's when those decisions start to compound up. You haven't made any investment into people or anything like that, and you don't think about it because you're still young. Now you're 25, 35, you're in good health. What happens when things change? And you don't have a family, you don't have a husband, you don't have a wife. These things are a part of life, and it historically does happen. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy OshayDukeJackson, back at it again.
I am on the same boat as O'Shay. It's men and women. Once you're 50s, 60s, some men are going to be okay with it. Some men are going to be fine. You're going to live healthy lives. Some men are going to get sick. Some men are going to need someone there to help support. Some women are going to need there to support. I think this is why us come together and creating great families and creating great legacies and supporting each other is the best way to go. Is it gonna likely happen? I highly doubt it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.